Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He's brought down Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun. Gone. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. His throw incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers, but now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Akers. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jarrett Davis came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now it's Goff. He'll drop this one down to Cohen, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And shedding through the tackle. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 88 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Early on, and they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining,
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Goff now to throw. The man is Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Open man is Bourne. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Williams. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Now Goff. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
At the 38-yard line.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Panthers.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. Gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Christian McCaffrey.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 23-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He wielded it one-handed for a touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They have enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Goff. And Blake, the tight end's got it. He's at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. Underneath, he's got Brate. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 7 from the 20. To the air again, Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to Christian.
He got 29 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 48-yard line.
McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Throwing, Bridgewater. And it's Robert Foster complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Bridgewater. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And now the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes left side. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Joey Sly lining up for the
second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Going right back to Akers. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. One from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just have it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on first down, Goff will drop this one down to Cohen. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a third and about 13. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's complete, left side, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
is gone. Oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. We'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Number 23.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Akers. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defense.